Who was George Washington? George Washington was a terrorist who led a group of terrorists that terrorized and murdered members of their existing government because they viewed their government as being tyrannical. George Washington became the first American president and is widely considered to be one of the greatest Americans ever. Some of my ancestors were terrorized during the American Revolutionary War. They supported the King of England, and their houses were burned down, and they fled to Canada, where they settled along the St. Lawrence River. Another one of my ancestors, Samuel Dodge, was a captain in George Washington's army and a member of the New York State Legislature. Samuel wrote this poem that was widely published throughout colonial newspapers during the Revolutionary War. And it was published because the owners of the newspapers could publish it without fear of reprisal from the British. This poem can be read one of two ways. If you read column 1 and then column 2, it sounds like you support George Washington. But if you read it straight across like this, it sounds like you support the British. So the newspapers could publish this poem, and yet they had plausible deniability. If the British came knocking on their door, they could always say, "No, stupid, you're reading the poem wrong."